happening, everybody?
What up, y'all?
I'm J3, aka the Batman. To the left of me is...
Y'all know what it is. It's the one and only Savage Jackson, aka the Icon. What it do, y'all?
What's up, y'all? It's your boy E, aka Green Arrow, aka Green Ranger. What's poppin' with y'all, man?
What's going on? We are here at the studio, and we finna give you guys a spoiler review of Dragon Ball Super Broly. And we came to that conclusion because it's just too much shit to talk about to just do a normal review.
Yeah.
We gotta go balls deep in this thing.
We got shit we want to get off our chest.
So we're gonna do our best to give y'all the best epic review from the Just Us League. We got categories, we got script story, we got casting character, we got director, we got visuals, we got pros and cons, all in this review. So sit back, guys, and have fun with us, y'all. Let's talk about this story. Let's talk about this script. This is an origin story about Broly. Everything y'all knew about Broly, throw that shit out the window. It's a new Broly in town.
Yep.
And I like his story. I like his origin. Basically changing all that bullshit about him sitting side by side with Goku, crying and not liking Goku. Now he has a vendetta towards the nigga. Throw that shit out the window. This is about an overpowered Saiyan. And King Vegeta wasn't having that shit. He said, freak this nigga. My son's gonna be the best. Send him on a deserted planet. And you can go with him, you punk ass daddy. Freak y'all. My son's gonna be the best. Broly races on this planet. Deserted. Outcast. No friends. Nothing. Ends up running to Frieza. Frieza kind of semi-tricks him and his father. Goes against Goku and Vegeta.
Yes.
That's the story, y'all.
Yes.
What y'all think about that?
I will say I like that synopsis. But as far as the movie itself, I didn't like the execution. I understood what they were going for, right? Because the story's not hard to follow at all. It's not complicated in the least bit. There's no twists and turns or any fucking thing of the sort, right? It's straight point A to point B. It's a linear story. So if anybody has trouble following this story, something's wrong with you. Now here's the thing though, and the execution of this story was trash. And because of that, it brought the film down. Now this film, it was on track to be epic. It was on track to be one of those. It was on track to, in my opinion, it could have been better than the My Hero movie which dropped earlier this year. Failure. The fact that it wasn't, it's a failure.
And that's because of the story?
And it's because of everything. And not just the story, but the story is a big part of it.
Alright, hey man. I can't argue with that.
Yeah, so
Yes I can.
now when it comes to Broly, there's not much for me to argue about with him. There's not much for me to bitch about with Broly, right? Because, like you said, Broly's origin is actually better than it was before. So, you know, Broly he's not crazy, right?
No.
Well, he's crazy. He's not presented initially
His power making.
Yeah, crazy. He's not presented initially as crazy. He's a person. He's a more fleshed out individual than he was previously. With that being said, and when I say the execution, it's because from point A, the beginning of the film, they established this is the story of Broly. They threw in other people's origins or whatever. So you start with Broly and you got these Saiyans. You start with them and they're in this birthing chamber or this nursery chamber, whatever the fuck you want to call it. They got Saiyan babies in a pod. You got King Vegeta. He's looking at his son. It's like, yo, this is my pride. The boy is strong. He's gonna be the top. He's gonna be the shit. Comes down. He finds this other kid in a chamber that ain't supposed to be in the room. Who the fuck is this? This is Broly. He's actually more powerful than your son. Fuck that, get this nigga out of here. Blah, blah, blah.
You didn't like that?
I liked it.
Alright. What's your gripe with the story then? That's tight.
Yeah.
When you do that,
yeah.
Who this nigga? Get him out.
Yeah. This nigga's not part. Because it initially seemed like like King Vegeta was jealous. Like this nigga is gonna be
Hell
better.
yeah!
And
He's birthing the daddy. Vegeta.
yes.
No
Now-
threats. I mean that's logical.
Yeah. You know.
You probably felt that Brawley was going to one day becoming the king one day,
Nah.
taking over
Exactly.
that shit.
Hey,
and he couldn't have that. He couldn't have that. So he got to go.
That's tight.
That's
Because he might end up taking me out.
That's tight.
So he gotta go.
Yeah.
Shout out to E, man.
That's
Hey,
tight.
Savage, what you talking about,
No,
man?
I was getting there. Hold on, give me a second.
He went there already.
Yeah. Fuck. You can't say Savage what you talking about if I was getting there.
Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead.
Fuck.
Go ahead, man.
No, but real shit. When it came to Brawley, everything about his character in the beginning was tight. Like the reason for his exile, it made sense.
Yeah.
You can't argue with it.
So what you think about the story? Did you like it or not?
I like that part of the story.
All right. What you didn't like about it?
I didn't like what was it from the middle to the end.
Got you.
You know, I didn't like it when it came time for them to be on Earth. That's when the shit started falling apart.
Goku.
Yeah. So there was no emotional investment. The shit that was supposed to draw you in couldn't do it. It failed to do that. It failed to keep your attention. I know certain people is kind of falling asleep, and that ain't cool. You know,
But that had nothing to do with the story. That was a script. Leeway into script.
I told you story and script is hard. So.
No, but the script, all right? So what you...
So,
E,
go E.
I think you spit all enough on the story. You already got on that sheet. Sound. Did you like it or not?
From the most part, say this right now, I've been a Dragon Ball fan. I've been a Dragon Ball Z fan, and I like Super. The part that a lot of things in this movie, you know, kind of finally gave me a little bit explanations of what actually went down on planet Vegeta compared to what I did not know. I mean, some things that you saw, you just went by Frieza destroying the planet. He heard about Super Saiyans, you know, he got rid of them compared to seeing like this Saiyan world. You know what I mean? You finally get to see this Saiyan world. Seeing about the kids, seeing Goku as a baby, seeing Raditz, seeing Vegeta, seeing them, things that you did not even see in the TV show. I liked about that part. I liked about the fact about Brawley. You know what I mean? I like that part. Now, what I did not like is that this was not fucking Dragon Ball to me at all. This was not Super. I did not like this shit. The origin of Brawley, I was feeling that all day. That, you know, understandable. But at the end of the day, this is supposed to be a Brawley Super. It's supposed to be Super.
Okay.
This was not fucking Super. This was a freaking video game. This was a total bullshit. They demasculated Vegeta. They powered down Vegeta. They powered down Goku. This shit was fucking... I was totally disrespected. I'm appalled by this movie.
That story got you.
This shit pissed me off. Literally, while I'm watching this shit, pissed me off. I didn't get no goosebumps. My hair wasn't raising up. Like, oh my god,
You ain't no
look
Super
at this!
Saiyan.
Look at this! This, oh my god, this shit! It was like, what the fuck am I watching? What the fuck am I watching? Do you know that we took care of some business yesterday, and we was all trying to see this movie? We all wanted to see this movie. We was, oh, I gotta see it. I'd rather do what we did than see this damn movie. This was a waste of time. This pisses me off so much. Like as a child, when I had those issues, as a teenager, when I had those issues that helped me get better and everything like that, all those things that made me happy, Dragon Ball Z and everything, like even the Super TV show, this movie disappointed me. I died inside because it didn't make me excited whatsoever. I wasn't happy. I wasn't like, oh my god. I thought when I left this movie, I was gonna be like, oh yes, I feel this shit was hot. Shit was trash, yo. Yeah. Shit was trash. And I'm disappointed what they did. I'm disappointed that they disrespect Goku. They made him a fucking child, a real child. I'm disappointed that this man is much smarter than he is on the TV show compared to what they did in this movie.
He on the big screen now, he Hollywood.
They weakened their power level. Now,
so with the story goes, you was not happy with the way the story went.
I wasn't feeling the story whatsoever.
Gotcha.
I wasn't feeling it.
The script of this film personally, I'll go first. I'm gonna throw
Go.
mine out because I know y'all hate this shit.
Yeah.
I thought the script was a little rocky. I appreciate the effort they put in the script, the little details they put in the script. I love the very beginning of the script, giving me that introduction to Brawley, giving that backstory. Was it 41 years in the past?
Yeah.
I love that. Seeing King Vegeta, the way they writ those characters was very unique. Introducing Frieza, showing he's a little bitch, little. He's a Joffrey, my nigga.
Yes.
And I love it.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. Oh, I'm retiring. In full effect, Frieza's in charge.
Yeah.
That nigga was looking at them, you little monkeys. I love it. That nigga was a threat. And he knew off of some fairy tale stories of a Super Saiyan. Nigga said, I'm in it all, you niggas. I'm gonna call Order 66 on Planet Vegeta, and everyone come down real quick. I'm gonna blow this shit up. Yeah! Thought that shit was tight.
Yes.
I love seeing Raditz, man. Dragon Ball is doing no justice by not bringing Raditz back. I don't know, they're tripping. Or even Goku's father, they're really tripping.
Yeah.
But anyway, seeing Raditz, seeing Nappa, stuff like that. I love seeing that kind of stuff. I love that about the script. It showed us those elements of those characters. And I agree, something that the shows didn't do. We weren't really able to see them as kids. And I thought the script, to bring that in the very beginning of the script, really was very strong. It was a very strong. The first 30 minutes of this script was a solid movie.
Yeah.
And it really made you feel familiar with Dragon Ball. And let me take it back a step for you guys to get you guys caught up with what I'm about. I stopped watching Dragon Ball Z when Vegito got eaten by Majin Buu. I stepped away from it, never went back. I'm supposed to go back, shout out to my boy Cecil for those Dragon Ball Super Blu-rays, and the ending of Dragon Ball Z with Majin Buu. Shout out to you, Cecil. But I walked away. So me walking in, this script, this story, was very familiar to me. It basically was like, okay, if you know about Super Saiyans, if you know about Vegeta, Goku, Bulma, Piccolo, you know about Super Saiyan God, you okay. You can watch this film, guys. If you're not a Dragon Ball Z fan, if you're not a Dragon Ball or a Dragon Ball Super fan or never watched it, you can watch this film if you know a little bit about Super Saiyan, and you'll be alright. You will not feel like an outcast. The only thing that made me feel like an outcast was the audience.
Yeah.
Period. But besides that, watching the film, the script delivered on that part. However, once it got to the middle and the end, this script failed tremendously. Gave me no substance. Took away a lot from the beginning of the film. Could have been a much better movie without that middle and that end. Script did not deliver. It was just a drag. Watching Frieza get Dragon Balls, and I'm gonna use that synopsis on my pros and cons. But just knowing that these elements of Frieza coming here and they going back to Goku being stupid and why Frieza's here and Vegeta's telling him like, Kakarot, you're an idiot, bruh. And you know, it's back and forth, mindless comedy. I appreciate some of the jokes because the jokes allow the audience and their fans to get happy. Comedy is a substance where everybody's not gonna have the same comedy.
Yeah.
But I do appreciate them at least trying to appeal to everyone with their comedy level. However, too far with comedy in the script, I'm like, this is dumb. Like I don't care. Like what's his name? Boris Beerus, not needed. You know what I mean? His comedy level, you why? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I didn't like that. You know, the stupid Bulk and Skull comedy level. I didn't like those elements of the script, and it took away a lot from the movie. Y'all go ahead and wreck it.
All right. So, I agree with J3. The beginning was the best. The beginning was the best part of the film. I like seeing more of the culture of Saiyans because, you know, Saiyans were always depicted as this warrior race. Everybody was a fighter. They were savages, bloodthirsty, and whatnot. But you saw more of the race. You saw that Saiyans, they had people that weren't military. They had people they had gentle people.
That was tight.
They, you know, like Bardock's wife wasn't a fighter.
All the Saiyans weren't evil. Like
Finally saw Goku's
mother.
mom.
She
You
hot.
never seen Goku's mom before in the show.
She hot.
Never.
She
Yeah,
hot.
so you know you
Goku mom can get this.
And then you see that the Saiyans actually cared about their kids. Like even King Vegeta was proud of his son. He had visions of greatness for his son. You had Bardock who worried about the future of his son. He was proud of Raditz for doing what he was. Raditz off in the military at a young age, and he had Goku who he knows his future ain't bright, but he's still worried. He's like, yo, this is my son. They're gonna send him here. They're gonna send him over here where he's probably gonna get killed. I'm gonna send him over here where at least I know he will be safe. And if shit don't work out the way I foresee it working out, I can go and get him later. Mm-hmm. So parents cared about their kids, and so you got to see this more fleshed out civilization. They didn't show us much about Saiyan culture or whatnot, but they showed us who these people were. They're like, they have technicians, they have scientists or what, and not everybody is a combatant, right? So yeah. So and I liked that. And they even at one point, Goku's mom, she's calling Bardock an oddity. She's like, yo, Saiyan dads don't act like you a lot of the time. You really give a fuck.
Of course I do. That's why you got 2 sons.
Yeah. So
fuck that shit up. She looked good, bro. She had them big old hands and shit, them gloves. She like a My Hero character.
So when it came to the depiction of the Saiyans, I liked that. I liked the introduction of the Cold Empire, and you saw the Ginyu Force, you saw Zarbon and Dodoria, and you saw this was a big ass threat, because Saiyans were warriors. They had these motherfuckers shaking in their boots. King Cold was that nigga. You had to.
He wasn't his son, bro.
Yeah.
He was killing him.
Yes, but Frieza, the introduction of Frieza, it showed Frieza was always a little psycho, but he was, Frieza's introduction, like you said, King Cold was
he's got little man complex, man.
King Cold was like, yo, I'm retiring. Little Frieza's this is my son Frieza. He's gonna be taking over from now on. You take your orders from him. Now in my mind, I'm like, wait, this is a child. And I know in King Vegeta's mind, he's like, wait, what? This is a child. What do you mean? But little Frieza was cold. That boy, he took out them. He presented them with
Frieza.
He presented them with the scouters. He's like, it tells positions, and he's bragging up the scouters. He put one on, because they can't sense energy. He put one on. He sees, oh, you got motherfuckers there's people up around here with weapons trained on me right now. Niggas started blowing them up out of fucking fuck. So you see, Frieza ain't nobody to fuck with, even at his young age. So I liked that. It explained his sense of I don't want to say paranoia, but it explained why he destroyed Planet Vegeta. Now, me personally, I've seen Dragon Ball, every episode of Dragon Ball Z. I've seen GT, and I've seen every Dragon Ball movie, with the exceptions of Resurrection F and Battle of the Gods. I've seen everything, right? So I came in knowing who Broly was. I came in knowing who Bardock was. The depiction of Bardock was different, and the reason for Planet Vegeta's destruction was changed up a little bit. Mm-hmm. In the original depiction, Bardock was more militant, right? You saw because for the most part you see him, he's out in the fight.
Yeah.
He's conquering planets, blowing shit up. And
straight G.
Yeah, and the thing was, Bardock was considered a low-class Saiyan. The problem was, this low-class Saiyan was becoming a threat. His power level was raising to the point where he was giving fucking Frieza's elites reason to worry. And then Frieza was like, okay, wait, this motherfucker they got this legendary Super Saiyan that was supposed to be a myth, but this motherfucker's getting too powerful too quick.
You talking about the previous movies?
In the previous movies. This was how Bardock was established and Planet Vegeta was destroyed.
What was the other Saiyans?
Bardock had a team. And in the original, so Bardock was becoming too strong. Frieza destroyed the planet because he saw threat. if this low class motherfucker and his low class friends can get this fucking powerful, King Vegeta is a fucking threat.
Facts.
So, in this one, they changed it. It's not so much because Bardock wasn't really an issue. It's not his story. I understand. So they changed it. They made it. They humanized him more, and it was more like the potential of a legendary Super Saiyan. Nobody's even close to it. They don't believe in it. It's just a myth. It's a children's bedtime story. That's basically what they called it. And Frieza ain't taking no chances. Fuck that. These motherfuckers don't like me. I know they don't like me. I don't like them. Destroy him. Order 66, like he said, destroy him. That was tight. I enjoyed it. And that's me for the beginning. E, what you think about the beginning?
Or the script in general?
Oh, yeah, I was just going because I know I talked for a long time.
No, what you think about the script, Savage?
So the beginning I liked. The middle, when it gets to Earth and it gets to the execution of shit on Earth, it fell apart. It became trash.
Okay.
Like I said earlier, it couldn't get you emotionally invested in any of the characters. It shitted on characters. It's not just their power, but it shitted on their logic. It shitted on what you knew about the characters. If you are a fan of Dragon Ball and its iterations, and you know what these motherfuckers are capable of, if you know how these characters act, it shits on that, and that's where I draw the line. Where I gotta call it trash, because I know the shit that they executed ain't happening. Like, they get to Earth. Like, first off, Paragus and Broly. Paragus is Broly's father. They're rescued off of this planet that they're stranded on by members of Frieza's army. They're taken to safety and whatnot, and that's cool. Taking to Frieza. Frieza gives them this twisted story. He's like, yo, Prince Vegeta's still alive. You can go after him. Tight. Don't touch Goku. He's mine. But you have Prince Vegeta. They get to Earth, and they have this battle, but the battle was meaningless. And I say that because they took away from the battle when Goku stepped in.
So with the scripts, so basically what you're saying is you didn't appreciate how they incorporated the characters throughout the script.
Yes.
They poorly developed these characters, so they made no sense once they came about.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
He didn't like the end of the script.
I know, I'm rambling. That's what I was trying
I'm just clearing it up for you, because some people are trying to catch on to it. I get you. I understand what you're going with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So because I know I've been talking for a while. I'm thirsty. I'm trying to get up and get me some drink. Start passing on to E.
We're going to get something to drink, bro. E, what you think about the script, bro? From beginning to end. What did you think about it? How they wrote this script out for you as a viewer to understand? Did it do its job?
I feel that
I
feel that a part of the script was rushed. I feel like they, instead of like
in the beginning or just
the beginning,
okay,
I feel like a lot of this was kind of rushed compared to like the people actually taking their time about this script. Like I said before, I like the fact that they show us more about the Saiyan world. They explained a little bit to us about not all Saiyans, about the moon. We all thought like all Saiyans always look at the moon. They all said that, they explained that, more about it. Like the Saiyans only look at the moon when they are at a break of a point where they can't get out, so they have to look at the moon to transform into a Saiyan. Now, I did not know that about that. You know what I mean? I thought they all, eventually look at the moon. They end up transforming everything. That explained a little bit more about that. It was, like I said, it was tight to see Goku's mom, to see how Goku's mom wasn't this vicious, crazy Saiyan, as they all like try to break it down. So, yeah. And how she really, they show sympathetic of how she was with Goku. How my man explained too about King Vegeta, how King Vegeta really loved Vegeta, and how he really wanted his son to be this this powerful king, you know, to ruler. That's where it kind of explained a little bit more too of why Vegeta got this in his head of I'm gonna be the best king. I'm Prince Vegeta. I'm this. Kind of explain why he got it in his head because his father installed it into his brain.
I ain't gonna lie, that was kind of cute. Man, I'll never be the king now. That was tight, bro. That was tight.
I mean,
I like that.
It explained more too about how Radix, you know, liked his brother but did not like his brother. You know why? I don't care about them. He's a low class. You know what I mean? Explain why. You know, compared to the TV show made it seem like that Radix cared for Goku. This explained that Radix didn't give a damn about Goku at all. Why? He's a low class. So, you know, it's good to know about that. Explain more on, you know, the Bardock and a lot of things too that they didn't even like, you know, break down that, you know, through Frieza's ancestor, explain to them about the legendary Super Saiyan and this is why Frieza destroyed the world, you know what I'm saying? It kind of explained a little bit more too of why Beerus did not go with Goku and then with Frieza because Beerus told Frieza about the legendary Super Saiyan as well too, and why he wanted the world to be destroyed. And you know, we see why Beerus stayed and pretended I'm gonna just sleep because he knew if this get out, it's gonna be some problems. What I did not like about was that Vegeta normally tells every Saiyan that he ever sees, "Why are you with him? He destroyed our planet." It was more like, so who are y'all? You know what I'm saying? Vegeta should have known who Broly was, which I didn't. That part was whack because Vegeta knows all Saiyans. He knows of every Saiyan that was on his planet.
But I don't think he would have knew who Broly was or what's his daddy name?
Yeah, because remember
they left.
Yeah,
they bounced
they were
reborn.
Broly was exiled and Vegeta was still in the birthing chamber.
Well, what I'm saying is that okay, Vegeta had files of every Saiyan. When he was younger, he had files of every Saiyan.
You think his daddy wouldn't have threw that shit out so it wouldn't get out in the air?
He would probably threw out the fact that because in the other one he killed him. He killed Broly. He tried to kill Broly and he tried to kill his father. And Broly saved his father and him, and they went on to another world. But this one should have explained. Vegeta, it should explain more about the files because even though he might throw out the fact that he killed Broly or whatever was the legendary Saiyan. All the Saiyans that he had was around. He knew about every Saiyan, just like he knew about Goku. Because that's the case. How did he know about Goku? The world was already destroyed. He knew who Goku was. He was looking for Kakarot.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So that part was to me that was kind of dumb. That he didn't know who he was, or he didn't know who the father was, which didn't make any sense. Plus two, what didn't make any sense is that Vegeta and Goku did not know. Vegeta did not know about the fusion. He heard about it from Trunks, but he didn't know about the fusion. That's a lie. Vegeta knew about the fusion. He told Goku with the part that I don't want to do this. I'm not doing this shit when he was dead.
But he knew about the fusion.
Oh,
He knew about the fusion from Trunks. He said I heard about this fusion about Trunks, but I don't know about it. Vegeta knew about the fusion. He hated the fusion dance. He hated that shit from a passion.
He had a halo.
He had a hate. He did not want to do that dance. He said that we're warriors. We ain't about to do no valet stuff, and he was dead in another world. So that part didn't make any sense to me.
Why he did the fusion dance?
No, the part that he did not know about the fusion dance. The part that he did not know about.
No. He knew about it. He didn't know how to do it.
Right, he didn't know. He knew how to do it. He hated that shit. So that part didn't make any sense to me.
Now,
For Piccolo to show him, like they went from Dragon Ball. They went from Dragon Ball.
It was just a recap for you, man. It was help you get it.
Stupid. That was.
I had to, man. I had to.
2018. It's 2019 now, man.
I got you. I had you.
So it like I said, it didn't make any sense though to me. Like I said, I feel like this script was really rushed. I feel like a lot of things that they kept showing the times, like you will see a year from now, you will see this compared to seeing actually what's going on, and then it will go to another year. Then it will go to another year. Then it will go to another year. Then it showed too, like even though Goku, we know that Goku hit his head as a boy, and his memory was shot, but it kind of showed in this one that he knew who his parents was. He knew who his parents was.
Where did you show that at?
When Bardock was a baby, he did like this. Goku wasn't,
because he wasn't a baby.
He was little. He knew his mother and them was. Now we know they say that Goku has amnesia, but a part of that he should know. We see that he knew who he was once upon a time. And the other one, we showed that Goku didn't know who his parents was at all. He didn't even know nothing about none of them.
Yeah, so it kind of
until he got hit in the head with the rock.
So it kind of retconned Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z.
Exactly.
Yeah, because he was
just took away a lot. Yeah,
it took a lot away.
You're right, because in Dragon Ball, it was established that Grandpa Gohan found him as a baby.
And Goku tried to attack him. He jumped up at him, and Goku fell and hit his head on a rock, and that's when it lost his memory. But this one, it showed that before all of that, Goku knew who his family was. So that means he knew who Bardock. He knew Bob Bardock. He knew his mother. He probably even knew who Raditz was.
Yeah.
I will say this: Toriyama. My bad. He really retconned a lot of original dialogue, like he is saying, because the Saiyans are not what we knew they were.
Nah.
Them niggas, some were mean and some were nice. You know, previously, we thought that whole planet was savage. Man.
Yeah.
Like, these niggas thought, man, they try to throw in a little thing like, what Saiyan can trust another Saiyan? You know, they try to throw stuff in like that, but you know, when what's his name, Partidus or whatever?
Paragus, yeah.
Paragus,
right.
when Paragus was on the planet with that little scrawny one, you know what I mean? And he was like, I wouldn't leave, man. And he genuinely, I believed it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't never even been in battle. I'm not even a warrior.
Yeah, I like what they made. They made Planet Vegeta like our planet Earth. There's some bad people, there's some good people, there's people that live normal, there's basic life.
Yeah.
I just think that their aggression was slightly above ours, and I think that's what the script was trying to do, but at the same time, it depreciated the first half of our knowledge of Dragon Ball. Because in Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, we know that the Saiyans were a race of warriors that don't play.
Nope.
There's no soft technicians, no soft doctors. There's none of that shit. This planet is ruthless.
Yeah, they
and they really dumbed that down.
Even the scientists.
But I like it though. It makes more sense.
Like King Kai, I remember because King Kai, when he was telling Goku about the Saiyans, he was like, man, these were brutes, dog. He was like, these were bloodthirsty brutes.
Yeah.
Because everybody was surprised that Goku was a Saiyan because he didn't have any Saiyan traits.
Yeah.
Like he got a lust for battle, but back in Dragon Ball Z, after he crossed Snake Way, he was meeting King Kai for the first time, and he was telling, he was like, man, nah, the Saiyans were brutes, bro. Like, it's good that they're gone. Like,
Saiyans was a threat. He said I remember him saying that too. He said Saiyans could have been gods. Mm-hmm. They were that much of a threat, where to the point the universe was scared of Saiyans.
Yeah, and it actually kind of the knowing the threat of the Saiyans at that point, it kind of raised Frieza's threat level when he was introduced. This is the dude who wiped out all of the Saiyans.
Yeah, man, that.
Yeah,
Vegeta.
Exactly. So
he's like, I kill them all, nigga.
Yeah,
because he was scared. He was scared that they was gonna get there. Like, I mean, just like how the world is. How you go with, the race. If you go with black and white, whites was afraid of blacks. You know what I mean? That's why they made them slaves and broke a lot of stuff down. Now, whites are scared of blacks. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I ain't gonna go on
I wasn't going there, but
I get your gist.
I ain't touching that one.
But
casting. Well, go ahead. What you gonna say?
But when it comes down to this, it's like this script could have been a lot better. But like I said, it was rushed. Some things it broke a lot of, like I said, it broke a lot of things down. But it could have been a lot better. The first part of it, like I said, it explained a lot, and that gave me like, okay, wow, okay, I didn't know this. This is dope. I like this. But then in the beginning, like I said, it was rushed, and it kind of killed a lot about this movie. I mean, like I said, the power. Probably in Goku and them when they left, they were about the same age. Broly was a little bit bigger than Goku. Then that part didn't make any sense to me.
Gotcha.
Broly being, even Goku, them being in the little chambers. When Broly crashed down to this planet, he was like, what do you say, like two or three?
Yeah, probably like 2 or 3.
Probably.
Yeah.
When they put him in there, he was a baby. How did he get that damn big?
Took time.
Yeah, it was like 700 years or something like that.
Nah, when he left, when he left or whatever.
It's cartoon, man. Dragon Ball, man.
Just take it like space travel. You always it take time.
Yeah, it take time.
Remember, it took Goku a year to get to Namek, so it takes time.
The script was rushed. You didn't enjoy the script that much.
I didn't.
Casting or voice acting and characters. I'm gonna be really simple. I liked Brawley. For the most part, I liked the voice acting, but I did not like what they did to my boy Vegeta, voice acting wise and character development. It was whack. They basically shelved this nigga in his own movie. To me personally, this was a Vegeta versus Brawley film.
Yeah.
And they shelved him by taking the shine away from him.
Yeah.
Watching character developing with Vegeta, bruh, and his voice was underwhelming. It wasn't Vegeta, bruh. It was like a shell of what he was. And I didn't like that about his character. I was like, this shit weak, bruh. What are they doing to Vegeta? It's like Vegeta was fighting Brawley, bruh, and then he got hit, and then Goku went, and then it just became about Goku. It was all about Goku. Goku, look, this is the crazy shit. Goku's an idiot, right? I'm fine with that. But in certain tactics and fights, you use intelligence. Mm-hmm. Well, Goku uses. Wait, hold on, Frieza. You're good inside. You need to be. Shut the fuck up, nigga. That's bruh. I don't like that shit. I don't like that. I don't like how they did not use my boy Vegeta. It was his movie. Brawley came to kill Vegeta, not Goku. Vegeta, and by doing that, they wrecked that shit. Mm-hmm. Everybody else, it's whatever. I think we really should have. Well, it's more of the script, but you know, I would appreciate it to see more of the same, knowing that Brawley came down a power level of over 9,000. We don't even know where his power level was technically at because they went straight across blank. So we don't know where he was at. He could have been at 20,000. He could have been at 50,000. We don't know. We do know Vegeta wasn't that nigga in this movie. I ain't like that. I ain't like it. The voices are okay, but Vegeta voice, Piccolo semi, but for the most part, Vegeta's my downside of that voice, and I didn't like that.
Yeah, Vegeta really was. He really was shelved. Because it looked like for a moment that they were showcasing Vegeta. It was Vegeta's battle.
I was happy.
He was going head up. You know, and he got hit once, and then, like you said, Goku stepped in. It's my turn now. Like, but
I'm okay with that. But at least give him some shine with Goku.
Yeah, but it wasn't time for Goku to step up. The characterization of Vegeta wasn't on point. His pride wasn't there.
So you didn't like Vegeta?
I like. No, I didn't like it.
Oh, okay.
I didn't like what they did with Vegeta at all. His pride, his ego, that sense of purpose. It didn't. None of it was there for me. I didn't see him. Like I see the drawing, see the animation. I see that flame hair, but the soul of the character was missing. And you know, Vegeta was always like since his introduction, Vegeta has grown to be a top tier character in Dragon Ball, right? He's one of them characters that you could count on. It sucked to see what they did to him. You know, I'm a Gohan fan, and I felt like they just gave Vegeta Gohan treatment. And
oh yeah,
you know
it got that though. Man.
Yeah, it sucked. Like, and I understand people like Goku. People like him. I like Goku to a certain extent, but when Goku's appearance puts a strain or a tarnish on other characters, it's a problem. Because, like he said, it wasn't Goku's movie, and they switched it up. This was the one chance that they had gave Vegeta to shine, because they changed Broly's story for Vegeta. You know, they took Goku out of the equation.
Fuck.
Goku wasn't even in the room with him.
Yeah, man.
Like Broly had no issue with Goku.
He didn't have an issue with Vegeta, but he knew he was going for Vegeta.
Yeah. Vegeta is the reason that we were on this fucking planet. Mm-hmm. You know, So when it came down to it, it just felt wrong. It looked wrong. It felt wrong. I couldn't connect. Like he wasn't Vegeta, bro. It was sad to see.
Damn.
Go ahead, E.
It hurts my soul, bro. Shout out to Frieza for being tight.
For me, I'm with my bros on this. They demasculated. I'm a Goku fan, like all day, but they demasculated Vegeta and Goku completely. Like as my boy said, the voice of Vegeta is more stern, more strong. He didn't have that at all. It was very weak. Goku as well too. They tried to go for his voice, but they didn't have it like it usually is. Because Goku is a serious. He's not serious, so serious, but he's serious to an extent. And he didn't have that. They demasculated their power levels completely. They had Vegeta fight Broly, and when Vegeta was fighting Broly in Smile, he was fighting him in his base form. Vegeta should have kept fighting Broly in his base form because Vegeta is strong.
Yeah.
We trained Vegeta on a whole nother planet, on a whole nother dimension actually. And Vegeta should have been wrecking Broly in his base form. That didn't happen. Vegeta powered up. Now we all know that Vegeta do power up when he's like basically overcome. When it's like he can't handle it too much, he powers up more power. Yeah. But Vegeta should never have been overwhelmed because he's a god now. And for you to split that situation up was whack.
But
Vegeta and Goku has this type of relationship now. They're like brothers. Vegeta still kind of hate Goku because Goku is still stronger than him. But Goku is just rivalry so he can become better as well too, so he can go up. So they both onto the point. They had a type of respect where if you fight somebody until I say, or you see me get overwhelmed that I can't handle it too much, step in. They made it look like that Vegeta couldn't handle himself, and that was whack. Now, I've seen episodes where Vegeta got wrecked a gang of times, but like I said, he's not the same Vegeta. So for them to literally do him like that was cold as ice. I'm not really that much of a Vegeta fan, but to see the people who are Vegeta fans, for the people that like that, to see their character get wrecked like that is scandalous.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
That's scandalous as shit.
They got wrecked.
Goku should have been with Bulma, posted with Bulma and let Vegeta fight. Unless Vegeta telling Goku it's time for you to step in. Now we all know Vegeta won't tell Goku to step in until his ass feel like he about to knock unconscious. Goku will go after Vegeta, even though Vegeta on a point where if he's overcome and he's getting knocked out and Goku see all his blood on Vegeta and he's about to pass out, he's gonna jump in because he's not gonna let Vegeta die. Period. But for them to see Goku and Goku oh my god, he's so strong. Let me get into this. Excuse me. That's not Goku. That's not what he's about anymore. So for them to do that shit was whack, man. That shit was whack as fuck. Vegeta spinned around like a freaking My Little Pony type shit and turned to red Super Saiyan God form. That shit was whack. Number one, as I said before, there's no way in hell that Goku and Vegeta should be able to turn to Super Saiyan God form just like that. Super Saiyan Blue, of course, because we taught them how to do that on Otherworld. Not Super Saiyan Red. That Super Saiyan God Red, that shit make no fucking sense. You need 7 Saiyans to do that.
They masters now.
That shit whack. That shit made, number one, Goku transformed to that, not Vegeta. How the freak that he know how to do that shit? That don't make any sense. Number
he
two,
didn't learn in Super?
No, because Goku did it first, not Vegeta.
He taught him.
No. I get what you're saying.
It made no sense. They made their powers look like the video games. Their powers are supposed to be massive.
Instant transformation.
It's supposed to be massive, completely.
All right,
I got you.
That shit was weak. It was pathetic.
so
Goku and Vegeta, like my man said too before, Goku and Vegeta knows how to go Super Saiyan 2, and Goku knows how to go Super Saiyan 3. Goku will go Super Saiyan 3 before he goes to Super Saiyan God form. Goku will fight anyone in his base form before he has to go to Super Saiyan form. They made Goku and Vegeta go into their Super Saiyan form before he fought. Goku fought Broly in his base form, but then he got overwhelmed and he did it. That was bullshit. That was bullshit. This part made no sense. I wasn't feeling that part at all.
All right. So if you're gonna go power, because I agree with you, the power scale was broken, obviously, and we've been saying this about Super for a long time. Power scale in Super is broken. Now, and it was really truly shown as broken for me when Vegeta went Super Saiyan Red. When Super Saiyan, or the original Super Saiyan God, when they have red hair. Mm-hmm. When Vegeta went Super Saiyan Red, and Broly was in his base form, and he punched Broly in the fucking face. Because of the difference of power, once he punched Broly, it shouldn't have been no launching him into no fucking mountain and him traveling through mountains or kicking up a fucking sand cloud or none of that bullshit. That nigga's head should have exploded on contact.
But we don't know how strong Broly was.
No, it doesn't matter how strong Broly was. Because of the difference in power. Because they've been established. Well, let me go there. Because they've been established that the stages of Super Saiyan or the stages of a Saiyan offer different power levels. You cap out at a certain point. Now Broly was in his base form. He didn't know how to transform into a Super Saiyan, which I also had a problem with. But he was, he was in his base form. He was powerful. For a base level Saiyan, he was powerful. I'll go there. I'll tell you. For a base level Saiyan, he was powerful. But at the end of the day, he was still base level. Vegeta had taken on a god form. That means he was stronger than Super Saiyan 3 at that point. Super Saiyan 3. That means at this point of the equation, you're telling me that base level Broly is stronger than Majin Buu. I can't get with you.
Well, I can, because not to stay on the character casting too long, but didn't Mystic Gohan was in base form, quote unquote?
At that point, Mystic Gohan,
he had trained though, right?
No, he had a power unlock.
Got you. A power unlock that Broly probably unlocked while he was on that planet.
Now he had a power unlock done by a god.
Got you.
He could no longer. And at that point, they said it was. They gave some type of excuse for him not being able to
technically he was Super Saiyan 1.5, Mystic Gohan. So I look at Broly as a character as Vader. He uses his rage and strength because his father also trained him. So he's not chopped liver.
Yeah.
He didn't go out there like, not able to do anything. I think him being strong at base level like that shows a lot, and it proves why King Vegeta wanted that nigga gone. Yeah. He was 900 in an incubator, bruh.
But the thing is, a Super Saiyan God in that form is powerful than any Saiyan.
True.
In anybody, their power level.
True.
It raised so high than the gods with Beerus and all of them.
All right, let me explain it.
So it made no sense.
Let me go to comic book world. So on Broly, right? Three of us here, right? Mm-hmm. You could bench, let's say, hypothetically speaking, you bench press 300 pounds, you do 2, I do 1, right? Mm-hmm. I get bit by a spider. All three of us get bit by a spider. It enhances our strength 10 times than what we do.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. I'm with you.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, me and you get bit by a spider. He gets a super soldier serum that enhances his strength by 10 times. Right?
Okay.
No, I said it wrong. I get the super soldier strength. He gets bit by the spider. I said it wrong. He gets bit by the spider, which increases his strength by 10 times. But I use the strength, right? So I'm Captain America. I have all these abilities. I'm all this shit, right? Mm-hmm. He's Spider-Man. He has 10 times his strength, right?
Yeah.
Look how it is for if you take an individual like Vegeta, who is in my situation, right? Mm-hmm. Who is, let's say, when Vegeta was a baby, if Broly was 900,
Mm-hmm.
that means Vegeta had to be 500.
No, because they said because they had already established Vegeta was powerful.
Okay,
he was breaking records.
Okay, all right. What were those records? As an infant.
You're right. So.
All right. So he's about 400, I assume, because when he saw Gohan, he said, "Oh, he's over 9,000." Correct?
Yeah.
Was it Gohan?
Goku. Yeah. The scouter broke.
Yeah. That was a training Goku.
Yeah.
Right? So, that was a grown Goku.
Yeah.
So, hypothetically speaking, Vegeta had to be between 400 to 700. Right?
Yeah.
Broly's at 900. So, if you get a grown a Vegeta, no matter what training he does to get to that God mode, this nigga's still gonna top your normal form.
Yes, and I agree with that.
Which he did. He rocked this shit.
Yeah.
And he got more powerful. Spider-Man serum, Cap serum. Yes, I am Cap. I'm the God. I have all the powers. But bruh, if you were born stronger and you get juiced, nigga, you still gonna be stronger. That's what I'm saying. Once he still was trained. Even though it's like it's weird because it's like if you could take a weakling and give him the same. If you give two niggas the same powers, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna both give you God mode. If they had gave Broly God mode, he was gonna kill those niggas.
Yeah.
There's nothing they could do.
Yeah, you're right.
Cause he's already stronger than them.
Yeah. No, this is.
I hope that makes sense.
Yeah,
I tried to do it my best way I could do it.
It makes sense. And if we were just talking about basis,
Bruh.
well, let me just put it out there.
Go ahead.
If we were just talking about basis, I would agree with you 100%. But we're not. And the reason I have to put that out there is because if you were saying Broly at base level is stronger than Super Saiyan 1, I fucks with you. Because I can't say that. Fuck it. Let's move on.
I can't because we don't know his level.
All right.
What is a Super Saiyan level?
Let's say that. All right. So Super Saiyan level. If you're a level, you
level
said
one.
like level 1. A Super Saiyan level is like over 1,000.
No, it's way higher than that.
Well, okay. Let's say
Over 10,000.
Okay.
Over than that.
Okay.
All right.
Let me take
11,000.
Nope. When Goku first transformed,
It's like 1 billion or something like that.
Let me get there. When Goku first transformed on planet Namek, the first time he did it, Frieza's dude was watching. He blew up a fucking scouting computer that was over, and it said over 500,000 before it blew up.
That was
on planet Namek.
That was Kaioken though.
No, not Kaioken.
That was his base energy.
That was
energy.
Super Saiyan. He transformed and he blew up the long range scouter.
Okay, now
Over 500,000.
let's look at
Wasn't
Broly.
Super Saiyan when he was fighting Frieza?
After Krillin died.
Oh yeah.
Help me,
All his
Goku.
men was dead. All his men was dead.
Yeah, but he was fighting. So after Krillin dies and Frieza blows him up, he loses it. He transforms to Super Saiyan. The long range scouter blows up.
Yeah, but all I'm trying to say is we don't know what Broly's strength is yet. All we know is infinite right now.
Well, I know the God form is so powerful where it doesn't have a limitation. Like it's that strong where when they came up with the Super Saiyan God, when they was like Super Saiyan, the God form was so powerful. The dragon was saying this in God, the movie that you got.
I don't got it.
What you got? He said that the power was so powerful it scared a lot of gods. The power was that strong. But
we established that the gods aren't all gods like people. We
Kais
stretch
are
the
weak.
world.
We're not talking about the Kais.
No, but they're considered gods. We are established that just because we understand that the gods in Dragon Ball Z and Super, there's always a better god than them. So they just use that terminology, which I think is
Bad.
Is bad because Beerus can get rocked, my nigga.
Yeah, we know.
He's a god.
Broly now.
He's a god, right?
Yeah.
There you go. So for the most part, it's inconsistent anime shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And You should already expect that. Goku got hit from side his head with a rock. And
And lost all his memories.
It's anime.
Yep.
Director and visuals. I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible. Because we've been in here almost an hour.
It's not longer. Let's
Director and visuals, yo. I thought the direction in the very beginning was dope. However, the fight scenes were trash. They did not give me what I wanted. All I seen was a bunch of close-up shots and stupid transformations that I agree with you guys on that. I would have loved to see Goku, this is a film, Vegeta, to gain those levels in a timely manner. And that's where you go with the rush. I get you. Because there's nothing like busting a nut watching this film. But if you give me nothing to bust a nut to, I have a problem. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I laughed when they did the fusion dance. That was funny, because Vegeta was like, I'd rather die than do this shit. I get it, but then it went like that. Then it got boring. Then it was meaningless. The fight scenes were meaningless. Like, it didn't matter. There was no accomplished goals to this shit. The directions of the fights were poorly designed. It was just a bunch of bullshit. It was not like original Dragon Ball Z fight. Like, we have a full-length film, and I'm ready to go toe-to-toe with this nigga. Let's go. But instead, they made it flashy. Pew, pew. Damn, nigga already blew. Fuck, and he stays in it. You know what I mean? I would have liked to see, oh my God, I'm hitting Broly with everything I got, and he keeps getting stronger. What's going on? Oh, I'm gonna break him. Super Saiyan 3, and hair get long and shit, fuck. Oh, you know, Vegeta didn't, but Goku.
Yeah, Goku did.
And he goes Super Saiyan 3, and then you got Super Saiyan 2, Vegeta. You have Super Saiyan 3, Goku. And then you're like, oh shit, and you're like, oh fuck, this is tight. And then Broly just overcomes the obstacles. Cause he's like a Doomsday Darth Vader. The madder he gets, the rage and all this shit, and then boom, his dad dies. And nigga just lets loose, nigga. Pop, nigga. Goes the Weasel. This nigga Super Saiyan 1. Oh, we got our hands so tied now. This nigga's real. Real shit. Now Vegeta goes red mode. And then Goku stays in Super Saiyan 3 for a minute. And then they both say, fuck this shit. We get fucked up. They both get rocked. Boom, they're done. They get rocked. Piccolo comes. You gotta work on this fusion dance. Gotta get this shit together. We're gonna die. At the meantime, you know what I mean? It's certain things that the direction just really fucked up. And that's where the script fell bad and fell apart, and the direction of the animation did not keep that shit up for me at all, bruh. Visuals were semi-okay, but when it came to the fight scenes and mixing with comedy and stupidity and destruction, it was just cliche Dragon Ball Z shit that I've been there, done that, saw that, and really didn't give a fuck about it. All right, you guys can go.
All right. So, I'm gonna agree. I looked at the action was whack. It was trash. There was no heart in the action. You know, the reason that there was no heart, and it was visual, and there was some CGI moments where I was just like, what the fuck are you doing? Because it was just bad. And you know, the reason that Dragon Ball Z fight scenes stick out so much is because they had heart in them. Mm-hmm. Like the story was told in such a way that you were emotionally invested in the fight. You would, you know, and this movie, it didn't tell it like that at all. It was just eye candy, and it wasn't even particularly good eye candy in the first place. It lacked substance, so you couldn't appreciate it. Like it was just showing power for power's sake, but but no reason to, right? So and I will say, like, it showed a lack of appreciation for everything that came before it.
You sure the fans loved it? They clapping everything, bro.
Losers. It showed a lack of appreciation for Dragon Ball Z, which is the only reason that we have Dragon Ball Super in these fucking movies, because people won't let Dragon Ball Z die. And you know, you watch this shit and you're like, the fuck is this? Because in the The visuals were whatever. Visually, the story couldn't pop. There was nothing to gravitate to, like, because people talk about Dragon Ball Z and it's always the action, and and so that's what we go to see this film for. We went to see for tight fights. Let's be honest. Mm-hmm. You watch Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball Z for tight ass fights. No matter what the fuck you say about any stage of the Dragon Ball evolution. True. And when it comes to animated, them fights couldn't be touched. Dragon Ball, them fights were interesting. It lacked power, but the martial arts prowess was tight. Dragon Ball Super, they started throwing energy beams and blasts and shit, and motherfuckers was flying all over the place. It was epic. Dragon Ball GT, say what you want about the saga as a whole, but at least the fights you understood. This shit is trash. Now, I can watch a fight just to watch a fight, right?
Yeah.
But
the Mayweather and what's his name?
Yeah.
Who you go yesterday? I forgot his name already.
There you go.
Not Mayweather, but Pacquiao. And I forgot the name. Go ahead.
Yeah, but you can watch a fight to watch a fight, but it's better when that fight has some type of emotional context. Like if the fight isn't just filler, and that's what the fuck it felt like. Filler bullshit to kill time. I'm not with it, y'all. I can't. Go ahead, E.
All right. The visuals of this could have been a lot better. The picture of the visuals of these characters, it's trash. Like, for me, like I say, it looks like a freaking video game. It looks like I'm playing Dragon Ball Z Fighters compared to watching a movie. This was trash to me. I truly thought this movie was gonna give me something. Like, honestly, people who watch Super, people who watch Dragon Ball, when you see this movie, you're gonna be totally. When people who saying, "E, you gonna love this movie," you played me, man. This movie was not. I didn't love this movie at all. Like, all you subscribers were saying, "You gonna love this movie?" I did not love this movie. I did not enjoy it.
Maybe they meant as far as the Dragon Ball Z mytho.
Well, they were saying that like maybe so, maybe, but yeah, I thought this could have been a lot better. I mean, you get in 2D animation, you thought you was gonna really get something good. Like, for instance, as you just said before, My Hero, it was gonna look like kind of like that. Nah, this didn't even do that, bro. This was some kiddie stuff, man.
Rest of the substance of My Hero's defeat was still all for one.
But the visuals was tight.
Yeah.
These visuals was not.
Yeah, you're right. It could have been. The cartoon looked better.
Yeah. The visuals was tight. This visuals was not. It made it like, if you look at Dragon Ball Super and look at this movie from that, you're gonna be like, this ain't the same. This ain't the same shit. It don't make any sense. Like, the part, like, number one, the shit that really got me. Frieza, they made him look weird compared to how you normally look. Even now, like, I'm watching Super now, and that's not how he look. The 2D on this, for me personally, like, I thought this was gonna be needed. Like, like all of us talked about, like me and Jody, all of us talked about before. This shit was trash. They could have did another thing. This is y'all franchise, and this is y'all making the movie a Dragon Ball Broly movie. You supposed to be hands down with this shit. This shit was trash, Toriyama. You failed this, bro. You could have did 10 times better than this. How you have a TV show that still look better than what your movie look like? That's whack. That's whack as hell. Your characters are not right. The power setting is not right. The fighting scenes are not right. Like, Vegeta and Goku are masters when it comes to fighting, and they was getting wrecked. It made.
We don't know how to train. Not to cut you short. Broly's a mystery to the degree. We don't know what his daddy taught him, because obviously his daddy was at like 4,000. right?
His daddy, his dad.
No, his dad was strong, bro, because he been training with this nigga Broly. I think his dad was weaker than that.
His daddy, the stuff that Goku and Vegeta learned, the Saiyan race never even knew about. They didn't even know nothing about So the way they was trained, Goku and Vegeta trained, there's no way in hell that they should have been wrecked by Broly. The man that was fighting Broly, when Broly was swinging at him, was Whis. Whis trained Vegeta and them. He's an angel.
Look.
He trained Vegeta and Goku.
Look.
There's no way there's no one on Earth can beat Whis. There's no one in the universe can beat Whis besides his father. There's no way in hell that they should have been wrecked like that, bro.
Look.
It make no sense.
I get you.
Let me throw something out here real quick. I'm not a Dragon Ball Super fan. I don't watch Dragon Ball Super. I watch.
You shut the fuck up.
I watch. I don't watch it because I tried and I couldn't get with it. And this movie is exactly why I couldn't get with it, because shit don't make no sense. Now, I understand. Whis trained Goku and Vegeta, and that's all cool. Whis wasn't even breaking a sweat with Broly, bro. He was just dodging around him. He wasn't trying to fight him. I look at Broly and what it kind of seemed like they low key gave Broly a Sharingan for a minute, because he was, yeah, you're right, because he was doing shit that Saiyans didn't know how to do, right? And they even J3 noticed it while we was watching the movie that he was learning as he was fighting. Vegeta even said it. This motherfucker is learning as we go. Fuck. And he, and
that's right.
Yeah. And at one point, I think J3 was like, "Nigga, why are you doing that? You just gonna show him how to do that shit." Yeah. Like Goku. One point they was fighting, and Goku did his instant transmission, which Broly didn't know how to do. The next minute, Broly was doing that shit right along with him. Like it was mind-boggling. But, and I get it, it was supposed to be tight. But it just wasn't it wasn't executed right. I'll say that. And that's once again comes to there being no substance of the fight. Visually it was supposed to catch your eye. Like, fuck, this nigga's hanging with him. How the fuck we were supposed to be like, how the fuck is she doing this? But we couldn't, cause it
there was no substance.
Exactly.
To hold your. I mean, some people might catch on like, oh man, it's colorful, you know, baby with keys in front of them. But when you look at it and you're like, but why are they really fighting? Yeah. You know what I mean? With the substance of the battle is what depreciated to me. And I think the rest of y'all can say that too, if you feel that way, it's just that you speaking on substance. Yeah. I just think that he was on the money. They rushed it. It was a rush situation. All I know is them niggas left this fucked up planet with roaches and grass cat people.
And giant spider.
and came to Earth, and now they're ready to fight, and because of King Vegeta, like that automatically don't make sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? If it had some type of plot device, like Frieza lied and said like Vegeta blew the planet up. You blew my home up, I'll kill you. Give me some depth, something to make the battle more heartwarming.
Or I couldn't get King Vegeta, so since I can't get King Vegeta, I'm gonna get Vegeta. You know what I mean?
But
that's what he
said.
That's
basically what the dad
that
said.
was whack to me because
bruh,
you've been one eye on this deserted planet, nigga. The last thing you're thinking about on some real shit is revenge, nigga. You're like, where's the next bitch at to fuck? That's just keeping it 100.
Yeah, I still said it too. Like,
I've been beating my meat off for 41 years, nigga.
Even if it's a throw off,
where the bitches at?
It doesn't make any sense. Like, number one, and Vegeta said it in Dragon Ball like Z period. She said, how come Goku looks the same as he looked? Chi-Chi said it. How come Goku looks the same as he looked? And I'm getting older and he's not. And Vegeta said, because Saiyans don't age. We're supposed to be, we're warriors. We're breeding warriors. We don't age at all for our fighting. But then you see Broly father and he looked like the fucking time capsule old man. That made no sense.
Actually, it did, because he didn't say that Saiyans don't age. He said that we age slower so we can stay at our prime longer. Yeah. That's what he said.
That's why he was gone for 41
41 years. Of course he aged.
Nah, man, ain't no.
Yeah.
He aged, the eyeball gone.
Yeah, he aged because and plus you got to think about it. He wasn't under optimal conditions either.
Yeah,
think about it.
He ain't washed his ass in years.
Like he was.
You know how I know he didn't do that? Because there was no water. They probably saw water and said, "What is this?
Drink.
What is this?" Nigga been drinking blood, my nigga.
He didn't know what water was.
You know, I'm not gonna dive into this anime's common sense, because that shit makes no sense. How these creatures living without water? They was drinking off fur. I don't know. Anyway, one pro, one con. I'll go first.
Okay.
The pro of this film for me, the very beginning of it, I adored it. I thought it was really cool. Seeing Raditz, young Vegeta and stuff like that, I thought that was really dope. Really enjoyed it. A con for me is the ending of the battle. It left me with my mouth wide open in shock and disgust, because all this fighting, it ended the worst way you can end any fight is with a wish from the dragon. Please wish, by Gamora's thick ass sister, please wish Broly out of this fight and send him back to his home. That shit was weak.
Yeah.
You telling me these nigga Goku and Vegeta didn't even beat this nigga? And you gonna teleport him out? That shit was a let down. That ending, man, it broke my heart. I said, wow, because I was really expecting at least a victory. Wasn't even
me too.
Victory, my nigga. That shit was like, here, give me your money, you fanboys, and get the freak out of here.
Yep.
That's how that was to me. I don't know.
Because Broly should be dead.
Yeah.
Well, not even that. A victory should have been rewarded to somebody.
Yeah.
A victory.
Somebody should have got wrecked. Nobody got wrecked at all.
All I know is we get this Kamehameha from Gogeta, and you instant transmission, teleport, command center, Zordon this nigga to another planet.
Yeah, an asshole of space.
That's whack.
Yeah.
That's my pros and cons.
And to go even further with that,
We'll give
Frieza.
We'll give yours, your pros and cons.
Well, I have one because my pro is also in the beginning, and that was seeing more of the same culture. That was meeting Goku's mother. That was seeing the pride that King Vegeta had in Prince Vegeta. You know, that was it was even like seeing, like you said earlier, seeing when the Saiyans on the other planet found out, and they were like, "Yo, good thing we ignored Frieza's command to go home," and seeing Prince Vegeta and Raditz over there, and they're like, and Vegeta's like, "Damn, I'll never be king again."
That was cute.
Yes, and you know, seeing that was tight. Seeing and the my con is character all the way through. It was I also like seeing young Frieza. That nigga was vicious. But it was Vegeta, the way they used him as a whole. It was Goku, the way they used him. He was in the way. Fuck it, I said it. There. Happy? He was in the way. It was that girl. That girl that wanted.
She was thick though.
Yeah. But because she made that wish, that shit was trash. Right?
Somebody got saved.
Yeah.
I think it was Goku and Vegeta, but you know.
Yeah. You know, and the basically the ending of the movie, it left a bad taste in my mouth, because not only did that wish take the fight away, but Frieza was standing right there. Nigga, the big threat that Goku and Vegeta were worried about was standing right there. How did the movie fucking leave off? I'm coming back for your planet later. And these motherfuckers just let him fly away.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
We'll fight another day.
No, because
Gogeta, not Vegeta.
No, but here's the thing. The fusion, because the fusion, it also enhances traits of these characters.
Yeah.
That's why, like, as arrogant as Trunks was, as innocent as fucking Goten was, when they fused, Gotenks was worse than both of these motherfuckers. that paranoia that Vegeta had about Frieza should have been right there, nigga. You ain't going nowhere.
But that's Gogeta, not Vegito. Vegeta don't have control. Goku has more control in that form. So I expect him to be stupid and nice and witty.
Yeah, but it just left a bad taste in my mouth. Because what that basically told me was, we gonna get another fucking movie with this bullshit.
Yeah.
And I honestly, at this point, I don't want another fucking Dragon Ball movie. I think, I hate to say this, but I think as the way that Dragon Ball is going, I think I've outgrown it. I think it's time for me to put this shit behind me, leave this shit in my past where it's safe. Go ahead, E.
Pro, I like what Gogeta had. You know what I'm saying? Seeing Gogeta, seeing his power set, seeing that I'm not with these games. I'm not with like Vegito playing these little. I'm with this shit. It's, you know what? We joined together. It's about to go down. It's going down right now. I'm not with all that talking. When he said I got this, that was it. It was no I'm talking to you. Let's this and that another. It was I'm about to wreck your shit. I was loving to see that. What I did with my con was seeing Frieza what he did, shoot a Broly's father and say, look, he shot him with a beam. That shit was whack, bro. Because that's not even what Frieza is about. Frieza is more like, he'll show you what he could do to wreck, to blow some shit, or let you see that he did it. He wants you to know, I did this. Not, I'm going to set them up.
But he's Joffrey now.
that shit was whack. I wasn't feeling that at all. That shit was like totally whack. My other con was to see him getting wrecked though. I love to see that when Broly was when Goku came up and said, "See you later, Frieza," and Frieza was getting his ass beat the hell up by Broly.
That was a pro. That was
okay, my bad.
A con is a dislike.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And did you dislike that scene?
No, I like that scene.
Okay. That's
okay.
Was seen. My con is once again it's Beerus. And why I say this was Broly is almost Broly. Okay, even though Beerus is a destroyer, he named himself the protector of Earth. Goku is the protector, but Beerus is the god. So he made himself protector of Earth. So when Broly was blowing up stuff and you seen all this lava coming up, I was disappointed to see Beerus didn't show up.
I wasn't.
I was disappointed to see that. My personal opinion, I was disappointed to see him show up because he's the god of destruction. And he said that since I'm the god of destruction, but from now on, Earth is under my protection. So for Broly to be destroying and messing up Earth, I was disappointed that he didn't show up.
That's a good point.
Can I?
But he's babysitting. Another powerful character watching somebody else's child.
Yep. Let me put this out here.
Shout out to Piccolo, man.
I forgot this. My other con was the way that the transformation, the fusion was initiated. Because of the way that they initiated it, it felt like it wasn't needed to me, right? It was because I felt like in order for them to use a fusion, both Vegeta and Goku would have to see that not only should they do it, but it was necessary. Otherwise, they were going to die, and it didn't feel like that. It was like it didn't feel like something that was brave. Like, this is our last resort. We have to do this, no matter how much we hate the fact that we have to do it, right? Because it felt like it was just like they ran away, but neither of them got wrecked, right? Mm-hmm. So like I would have rather seen both of them get they shit wrecked, completely wrecked by Broly, and have to be saved by Piccolo, like or somebody.
Yeah, I said that instant transmission niggas that say you gotta
do it now, because otherwise we're all gonna die. These then you could show motherfuckers then you could show a Beerus or a Whis or Gohan stalling this motherfucker while they did the fusion shit. But it felt like they rushed it and they didn't execute it properly. And that's my con on that.
Gotcha, man. All right, we'll throw this out and that's it. Too much comedy. All right, let's rate let's give this movie a grade. E. What do you give Dragon Ball Super Broly, bro?
An F.
What? Dang. Really?
Yep.
Damn.
F for Frieza. Savage Jackson, aka Icon. What do you give Dragon Ball Super Broly?
All right. I'm going to give this a D, simply for the beginning of the movie. The beginning of the movie is good, so I'm giving it a D for that because that beginning was great.
All right. J3. All right. I'm gonna give Dragon Ball Super Broly an F. Dang. All right. Look, even though
Serious.
it had a lot of ups and downs in this movie, depreciating Vegeta, we already knew that was going to happen, quote unquote, because he's been being knocked down since the Buu saga. So we've always seen him be depreciated. We always knew that Goku was going to shine. We knew these things going into the film. I love the development of Broly. I love seeing the past. I love the beginning of the film. The very end of the film was very disappointing. The cheesiness, Goku. I followed your power source, and then that shit is just corny, bro. Just let me fight him a couple times. Shit was weak. Mm-hmm. I didn't like that. There was a lot of weak elements in this movie, but I will not give it an F nor a D because for the most part it was entertaining to a degree, but I was falling asleep throughout some of the film because it had no substance. I'm gonna give this movie a C- because for the most part, the beginning is very dope, and there are some redeemable situations throughout the movie, but overall, it ain't that good, but it ain't that bad. C-. That's what I'm gonna give it. An F? Dang. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed the review / discussion with the Justice League. Green Arrow, Icon, Batman in the building. If you're new to the channel, push that subscribe button. Thumbs up this video. And don't forget to share. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, email, letters. Just share it.
Yeah.
Let them know that we out here, guys.
Smoke signals. Yeah, whatever y'all gotta do.
You feel me? I'm J3.
I'm the Icon.
I'm the Arrow.
We out.
Deuces.